Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. The spirits are in good humor today. I believe today is the day of the spring luau. Yes, summer luau. Wrong season. Right idea. So we will be headed to that a little bit later. Just wanted to peek down here. We don't have anything that's ready to go right now down there. So yeah, today will be kind of an easygoing day, since most of the day is going to be taken up with that. And we can't do a number of things we might otherwise do, such as bring some geodes to Clint's. So instead, we'll just focus on some easy tasks at hand. Let's go ahead and cook up some more iridium. It looks like we have some more reserves jars that are ready to receive some more roe. So we'll get those things ready to go. And starting tomorrow, Robin will start working on our shed. A shed is good, but a big shed would be even better. I'd forgotten, when I was originally making it, that sheds do come with a size upgrade that you can purchase. And so I plan to purchase the bigger shed, which we can just upgrade the smaller one into once this one is complete. It's the only way to do it. And I will also move its location, so it's in a slightly better location on the farm. But those will be things to do on future days. For today, we'll just kind of putz about the farm, take care of some minor duties that could use doing. Hey, we're gonna get sunflower honey. Hooray! Hey, look, we have animals to pet. Hooray! Oh, and it seems to me that there is a new cow. And I think it'll still be a few days before there'll be a new ostrich. But is the baby cow in here? The pig's still in here. Why are you in here? Go out and find me some... whatnots. Truffles. That's what pigs do. Pigs are probably one of the most valuable animals. I think I just have one. But I really don't enjoy, like, picking up the truffles and sticking them in the truffle machine. In general, animals that I have to do any kind of, like, interaction with. It's just stuff that I don't enjoy all that much in the game. Other than kind of petting them all willy-nilly and running around, because then I just feel silly. That's fun. We'll go ahead and forage some things, because why not? But I think the luau might start at 9 or 10, or does it start at noon? When does the luau start? It starts at 9. Okay, so we can head over there anytime now. I'm going to grab a delicious cauliflower, and we'll go delight the governor and everyone else in town. So, here we are at the luau. Same as always, Governor? What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. I must speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. I think he says this every year, and it would be easy to just dismiss this as nice idle talk when you're standing next to the mayor of his town, to say that you love it here and you want to purchase a vacation home. But I choose to believe that he means it. But since he's never done it, I also choose to believe that he gets divorced every year and always has a new missus. That's going to be the canon in my head for no good reason. I think at this point we have spoken to everyone here, because even Kent was here last year, for example, and I don't think people have new things to say. So rather than talk to everyone, I think I'll go ahead and step right up and throw in a gold star cauliflower, which is something delicious that everyone will enjoy inside this giant stew. And let's enjoy it together. Look sharp. The governor's here. Should we go forward? It seems like he's hungry. Yes, let's start. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust you all put in high-quality ingredients. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. Never. Would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? I've been looking forward to this all year. Dots. Exclamation point! That's the best soup I've ever tasted. You're right, it's delicious. Everyone who wants a taste, gather round. I'm paraphrasing. The governor wasn't kidding. The soup was out of this world. Time to head home. Alright, I also went by some crab pots and miscellaneous things. So I have some trash in my inventory. Looks like our iridium bars have cooked up, so I'll cook up some more of them. Do a little bit more inventory management before I head to bed. That's a nice, easy day to just go ahead and start things off. The farming inventory has been managed, so let's go find a kitty cat, and let's go find a bunch of diamonds. There's a good idea. And I don't think I need the marble anymore, so let's go ahead and... oops. Crack open this crystallarium. Let's put the flowers back. Put the crystallarium back. There we go. And throw a diamond in this one, so we'll be making diamonds in all of them at the same time. Hello, kitty cat. We're getting ready for bed. We have a few more things to put away really quick. The marble... I guess I don't really have a spot to store it anymore. Did I throw it in here? I think I threw an extra piece of marble in there. I did. Great. Okay, everything is organized. Let's head to bed. Tomorrow's another day. And in fact, it's a Friday. Friday means the traveling merchant will be here. Means Robin's going to actually start working on the new shed. At least the smaller version of it. And I don't know that there's a whole lot that I want to accomplish in this day. And the spirits are mildly perturbed, so luck is not on our side. This is just ongoing, but we don't need to harvest the pineapples for like a week, really. So I think I'm going to do something that I haven't really done before, which is just have a couple of light days where we don't do a whole lot, and then we go to sleep to advance the time. That said, there are still a few things that we can do. Neither of these is really going to matter for me today. Let's tend to all these things right at the start. Robin's going to be working on that. I do want to go by the traveling merchant because sometimes there's something unexpected there. So we'll check it out. It looks like I have red cabbage. Very nice. Got some more roe. Octopus roe. It seems like the octopus roe... How many octopus do we have in here? We do have 5. And it's only producing 1 roe at a time. So I don't know that that's a particularly valuable fish pond. I may end up swapping those guys out sometime soon. How's the roe doing over here? Quite well. That's good. Okay, let's go check out the traveling merchant, and let's drink a coffee to get there a little quicker. And I don't think it's been that many days since I've talked to raccoons, but I do like to check in. Help us and I'll give you something nice. Summer squash juice. That's easy to do. That's squash in a keg. And pickled cave carrot. That's easy to do. That's cave carrot. Okay. So squash juice, cave pickles. Squash juice, cave pickles. I can make both of those things. Squash juice and cave pickles. And there's a crazy painting. I don't love that painting. I'll take the rare seed, though. Squash juice and cave pickles. Alright. Good job, raccoons. You've given me something new to do. So, I believe all of my kegs and preserves jars are currently occupied, but that's a problem that's easily solved, thanks to the power of fairy dust. I know I have summer squash. I know I have cave carrots. Summer squash is right here. Summer squash juice, pickled cave carrots. Cave carrots are right here. We need to grab a couple of fairy dust out of here. And let's get one of our unpickling machines ready to go. Pickled cave carrots. There we go. And then summer squash juice. There we go. Okay, so both of those guys are cooking up and ready to go. The rare seed can go in the greenhouse. I've been meaning to tear down more coffee plants. And in fact, there's probably some things that need to be harvested, such as coffee. And actually, it looks like there's another sweet gemberry that came out of the rare seeds. So we can just replant it in that same spot. Rare seed, where'd you go? Kablam. Alright, coffee beans, you get to live for another day. We'll go ahead and grab some fruit since we're in here. But then... I think I'll have done everything that I wanted to do today. So yeah, we'll actually do a quick day today in order to advance the processing of some more important things that are going on to make money. We'll go ahead and harvest these oranges too. Hi, Robin. Keep up the good work. After a surprisingly large amount of inventory management, I am ready to head to bed. So let's do so. And advance the day to Saturday. How's our luck today? It's raining. Spirits are in good humor. I feel like it's coming up on when the next batch of wine is going to be ready. But honestly, I'm not sure. I didn't take notes about any of that. Okay, there's a lot of things ready. Oh, including the shed, it looks like. That was super fast. So we will definitely go re-upgrade that. But first off, we have some other work to do. Oops, I took all of that. I need to get some more roe into preserves jars. I did a run around the farm for collecting, and so now all the preserves jars are going once again. Let's go ahead and touch these guys, just in case there's anything noteworthy here. It looks like there are some more summer squash that are ready to go, so we can go ahead and put those guys away as well. We still have some leftover roe. We also had some mushrooms growing on the mushroom logs. But then let's head over to Robin's, and it's going to cost, in addition to money, money that I don't have on me right now, so we actually need to bring things to Pierre's, I think. So what is something that I have a ridiculous excess of? Still coffee beans. I should probably be able to sell those at Pierre's, right? Let's imagine yes. So I'm going to sell some of those to get some money, and then I'm going to need wood and stone. I am certain I have wood over at Robin's. I'm not as certain that I have stone over there. To upgrade the shed once more, and just to see the difference in size. Here is the interior of the small shed that we just built. Kind of like, is not as wide as my inventory was on top of the screen. But we're going to upgrade it to a larger shed. In a couple days we'll be able to see what that's like. A train just went through the valley, and so since I'm headed in that direction, I think I'll also try to witness what is on board on the train. Lewis wants an aquamarine. That's too bad. Alright, I'm gonna sell those, and that brings me over 50,000, which I think is how much money I need to upgrade the shed. I'm not actually sure, so we'll find out together in a moment. But let's head up to Robin's. Through the rain on this nice warm summer's day. And grab a stack of wood as well. Hello! Construct farm buildings. So first thing I want to do is I want to move the one that I just built. I think it would go better... Oh, there's a torch left right there. That's kind of a shame. I can always move it one back again at some point later. Oh no, I need to be able to walk out of here when I warp. So I need to put it here, actually. So that'll be able to walk around it. Yeah. So that's a better location for it. But then there should be a big shed. Big shed. There we go. Oh, it only costs 20,000. I was thinking it cost 50,000. Wood and stone. Yes, so I would like to build this by upgrading this guy. Great. Alright. And then we'll be able to move preserves jars and kegs in there and have a lot more room on the farm, and that'll make me happy. Huzzah. Okay, there was a train that just passed by, and I just want to run up here and see if anything got dropped off by the train. I think we'll be too late to have seen it. Yeah, and I don't see anything left on the ground either. I always wonder, the train, it's such an ephemeral, random event when a train passes by through the valley. If it was added mostly to remind people that this screen exists and that there's a spa bathhouse over here, because it's very easy to kind of like forget about this area. I just found a diamond. That's nice. Just because there's rarely a reason to come here. But there are a couple of important events in the original key quest, and getting the wizard's magic ink. And so the trains could be a way just to occasionally put a message on the screen that reminds the player that, hey, there's a screen with a railroad that you might not have visited in a while. And while I'm visiting here, I'm going to tidy the place up. There we go. Much nicer. Also, wiggle worms. I found mixed seeds. Huzzah. Okay, having done that, is there anything else that I want to accomplish today? I'm not sure that there is. So in that case, I think we'll head home and have another short day. I lied. Since I had an extra 30,000 money that I didn't just spend upgrading the shed, I'd forgotten. There's a catalog of all wallpapers and floorings that you can buy at Pierre's for 30,000. And while there aren't a lot of furniture decoration things that I like, I was looking at some of the wallpapers and floorings, and some of them are actually kind of nice. And so I'm going to grab this catalog and try to do a little bit of interior redecoration on the house before we go to bed tonight. So I've never used this item. How does it work? I'm going to go ahead and put it over... Let's put it in this room. It's kind of filled with a mishmash of stuff. Can I place it here? There we go. Okay, so I get a selection of wallpaper, of which there are many. Oh, many, 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 many. This is not the best UI. Then there's a selection of flooring. And then there's a different selection of wallpaper, maybe? Oh, this is the whole catalog. This is just the floorings, and this is just the wallpapers. Got it. The floorings, I think there's some that are going to be attractive to me in here. So I'm going to try a few of these out and decide what I like. So what about that floor? In here or in here? I don't know if you can get the flooring to cover in here. I definitely like it in this room. In this room, I'm not so sure. I think I want something different. Let me go try another one. I have a feeling this will be too dark. It's actually not bad. What about this one? Oh, that's way too bright. Yeah, I think I definitely prefer the other one there. And so if I do use this flooring here, then what if I did a lighter version of it in here, which kind of then works its way up into the nursery, whose wallpaper, by the way, we've got to change. So what's a more neutral nursery wallpaper that we could use? How does this wallpaper look? That's not bad. I like that. And actually, I don't know that a wallpaper is appropriate in there. In here, I don't really like the wallpaper that we've got going right now. That is a little bit too noisy. I think just kind of a flat wall background would look better over there. So let's take a look at a couple of these. That looks actually really good behind the fireplace over here. In this room, probably want something with some contrast. How does this look? That's actually acceptable with the way that the flooring's going on in here. And then in the kitchen, how can I reach this wall? There we go. I think that looks better in the kitchen now, too. And in the cellar, I don't think I really care about how the cellar looks downstairs. So I think that's kind of fine. Hi, kitty cat. What do you think of the wallpaper and flooring that we've done? Yeah, I think this definitely looks more attractive. I could just completely redecorate this room and not have it be the nursery, since I'm not going to be using it as a nursery. But that's more effort than I'm willing to spend on things right now. So I think I'm happy enough with that. This wallpaper, yeah, I guess I can just trash all of these. I can get as much more wallpaper as I want out of the catalog at some point in the future. Alright, and so I've done a little bit more of just little tasks that needed doing around the farm. But I think, once again, we'll call it an early day and see what tomorrow brings. Oh yeah, I'm already feeling the difference in the room. Spirits are in good humor today. Hi, kitty cat. It's raining once again. And Who's mailed us today? It's Evelyn with some bread. That can get stacked in there. Over here, let's say bombs can't damage me. I'm undamageable. It was thunderstorming, and so we have lots of batteries to pick up. I finished cooking up most of the iridium, and so I've decided to start moving on to the gold. The day is coming, now in the not-too-distant future, when we are going to sell a whole bunch of stuff at once. And see just how much money we can make in a day. Is Robin working? I guess she'll be working in the interior of the shed now. Yeah, there she is. Up on a little hanging scaffold, I guess. That looks kind of dangerous. Be careful there, Robin. But I'm going to cycle around the farm and pick up various things and stuff. The octopus would like a starfish. I'm pretty sure I can oblige them on that front. Actually, the starfish is an artifact, and I don't think I stored any artifacts. I've sold them all, so I don't think I actually can. And the octopus have not been performing all that well anyway, so I think maybe what I'm going to do... I think I still have one more... Oh, no, I've got all my legendary fish already in there. No, I have one in a fish tank, don't I? Yeah. It's a mutant carp. I think what I'm going to do is take the mutant carp out of the fish tank and empty out the octopuses in here and replace it with the mutant carp and see if we get empty pond. There we go. All the octopuses, please hop into my inventory. You're bouncing around everywhere. There we go. And let's get the mutant carp and let's throw that guy in there and we'll see what kind of roe that he produces. And meanwhile, the octopus is an ocean fish in air quotes, that I'm going to drop off in there. We got some more preserves jars, so let me get some preserving done. Today is Sunday, which means the traveling merchant will be here again. So I've decided to run over just to check out if there's anything exciting happening here. Relatively boring items, but there is a rare seed. Stardew Valley Almanac. Read this book to gain some farming experience. I don't need experience at this point in the game, but thank you anyway. Alright, we'll get the rare seed planted. And then, if we go to sleep again, that means it'll be Monday, and Monday means there'll be new quests on the big boards. And that's where the excitement happens. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Also, let's get rid of some of this debris. That seems to be threatening my lightning rod over here, which is protecting various things. But rare seed, you are going to get planted right here where this one just came in, apparently. And all the other ones, coffee plants and whatnot, still get to live. Lucky them. I'll go ahead and harvest up some stuff in here. And we'll sleep away one more night, and then actually get to some action. So another early bedtime at noon. And let's see what new quests we have in store. Out of curiosity, the spirits are very happy today. So if we have anything that takes us on wild adventures, we'll be ready to go with that. I see some pickled cave carrots ready to go. There's a fish taco from Gus. I'll say geodes. Right, speaking of geodes, I do have some geodes I should be bringing by Clint's as well. So let me try to grab them on the way out the door. Getting out the door is always a difficult proposition. I don't think the summer squash juice is ready yet, so we can't quite finish off the raccoon quest just yet. So let me just grab the geodes that I want. I won't be able to head to Clint's this early, however. So I should do a cycle around the farm first, for sure. And are there any other geodes? Like, do I want to grab Omni geodes? They might have the artifact I'm looking for. I'll grab... I don't want 150 of them. Let's grab some reasonable number. 18 that I'll try to crack open today. Okay, but there's things like battery packs that I'd like to pick up, and there's probably also some roe to get. So let me do a cycle around the farm to begin things off. Then we'll head into town, check out the big board. Actually, I could head over to Keys and check out his big board first, so that by the time I get into town, Quint's will be open. That actually seems like a clever way to do things. So that's what I'll plan to do. Also, sunflower honey. Da, 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 da. Hooray! Okay, I can put all this stuff back in a short bit. Let's run over to Keys and find out what the new key quest is. And also, I see that there are a number of kegs in need of maintenance here, as well as an entire plantation in need of maintenance. So I think I'll deal with picking the crops on the way back, and I'll just deal with the kegs and fruits on the way in. That seems like a reasonable compromise. Okay, these are reasonably kind of efficient to just get stuffed with fruit one by one, though. Kind of happy with how I got that set up. My coffee wore off, so it's time to switch to triple shot espresso. Because today is the day that we actually need the energy. So what do we got? Today we have Keys crop, the key beans. I don't really want to do that one. It's worth a lot. And Janimo cart. I don't want to do that one either. Okay, great. We're not going to do any key quests this week. That makes things really easy. The key beans are way too much work. And the Janimo cart is just an awful game that no one should ever play. So, I've saved us from these trials. I see a keg that somehow didn't end up with any fruit in it, and so fortunately I've managed to rescue it from this fate. Okay, it's going to take me some time to harvest all these pineapples. As I'm doing so, I'm saying pineapples, it's ancient fruit, but the pineapples are going to be counting up on our quest to harvest 100 of them this month. So, I will bring you back when we're finished. Okay, I think I harvested everything, and... oh, wow. I had way more than 30 pineapples already planted on the island, so one more harvest in a week from now, and we will definitely be able to finish up this quest successfully. So that is terrific. I guess some things do stack in here, and so I will drop off a few things. Just for the heck of it. I don't think anything stacks in here. Coal, I can't imagine I'm going to need coal here, and so I'm going to go ahead and bring that back. But the rest of the stuff I don't really care to deal with over here. Oh, I never touched this banana tree. Hello, banana tree. It's time for you to be shaken. I'll take some more bananas, thanks. Alright, but now we'll check the big board in town and also get some stuff done at Clint's. Is Robin still working in here? I presume so. Oh, no! It is done. And it is wider and taller, I guess. Okay. We'll be able to start moving things in there, too. Okay, Robin's a very quick worker. Good job, Robin. I was near an orange, and so I grabbed it. Also, now all of a sudden, I'm near some furnaces. So I'm going to get more gold bars smelting up as well. Okay, now as promised, let's head into town. And I guess the order doesn't really matter. We'll do Clint first. So I will take the minecarts to town. Hey Clint, long time no see. Process geodes. I stacked all the rest of my Omni geodes that I originally gotten 18 of or whatever. So maybe we'll come back to Clint in a short bit. Alright. Live and learn. Yeah, in Terraria you can favorite items in your inventory so they don't get quick stacked into chests. That would be a nice UI upgrade in this game. It's not completely necessary, but there are times where it might be nice. Okay, we've cracked open some geodes. Now I need to run by the big board. Also, sweet pea. Over here we got aquatic overpopulation, rainbow trout. I don't own any rainbow trout, and so I think I'm going to do this one. And riverfish just in general. Okay, rainbow trout. I'm going to do this one. And we're going to catch some rainbow trout. Why am I walking back this way? I'm not really sure. But I've started it, and now I'm going to finish it. Gives me a chance to go buy a couple of trash cans. What is the actual quest? Probably to catch 20 rainbow trout? Oh, only 10? Tuh. Rainbow trout are pretty easy to catch, too. I might use some challenge bait for this. And we might be able to get 3 of them at a time, if I'm a skilled angler. Another sweet pea, nice. So we'll see how that goes. But first off, as always, inventory management. It's been a while since I used the fishing rod, but I've got the fishing rod, I've got challenge bait. Let's head down to the river and see if we can catch ourselves some rainbow trout. We'll use the challenge bait first. And I feel like rainbow trout are pretty common. We'll be catching some other things as well, but then I've got plenty of other bait if we run out. So let's start with this and cast our line. Hi, Elliot. Elliot, when he's down by the docks, has a tendency to pace around. I don't think here he's going to pace around that much, and so I'm not too worried about him trying to shove me around. But what do we get? Dorados. Alright. Rainbow trout, where are you at? I don't think there's a specific time of day. I probably should have checked that beforehand, though. But I'll try like at least 5 catches to see if I can land a rainbow trout or 3. And if I can, we'll just keep fishing. And if I cannot, then we'll have some decisions to make, I suppose. I could check with the fish channel, fibs or whatever, in order to discover the location and time of the rainbow trout. That could be smart to do. My gold is at exactly 0. How did that happen? I purchased the furniture catalog. Did I purchase something else? I currently have my doubts. I'm not sure how else my gold would have gone down to 0. Oh, of course. I went to Clint's and I processed geodes. And so it was fortunate that I didn't bring the Omni geodes. Okay, there's sunfish. I've only caught 3 different types of fish, so we'll continue fishing with the challenge bait. I can always make more of it up if I want to. But if we do catch one more that's not a rainbow trout... Oh, I let one of them get away. There's pikes. Yeah, I'm going to go check on what location and time I should be looking for the rainbow trout, in case that is important information. Alright, according to my television, who you can always trust, rainbow trout. 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., sunny days, in the river or the lake. Okay, so I am in the correct location. 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So we still have some time that I could try to catch them. How many challenge bait have I gone through? I still have a fair amount of it. Okay, so I guess I'll just run right back down there. And keep trying. The neighbor's dog has started barking, and so let's imagine that that's good luck for my trout fishing. So unfortunately, there's a number of fish with relatively similar, not too fighty characteristics. There's some rainbow trout. We got them. Okay, and I just need to catch 10 of them, I believe. So I don't think this is going to be too hard. But I don't think I'm going to be able to anticipate beforehand which ones are the rainbow trouts. I'm going to stand back a little bit and cast my rod a little bit farther, so I'm still not too deep into the water, but I think they'll bite a little bit quicker. And I prefer to have 3 fish than the treasure right now. But yeah, we're getting lots of sunfish, for example. I think you often find the chub right near the shoreline, so I probably need to cast a little bit farther out. And I might be able to get 3 and the treasure this time, which is a nice bonus. There's a sunfish. And we get a rusty cog. Right, I might get my dried starfish, although I probably have to be fishing in the ocean to get the dried starfish, I'm guessing. So actually, I'm not so sure that things would work out that way. This guy's got a little bit of hops to him. This might be the rainbow trout. It might be the pike as well. It was the pike. Alright, still can't quite distinguish them. Whoa, this guy's really moving. He actually got away from me. Who was that fish? Did anybody get the number of that fish? Here he is again. Catfish are on a rainy day. Something must have just popped up at like 5:30 p.m. or later or something, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. There's not a legendary fish, and it wasn't quite fast enough to be a legendary fish in this location. So yeah, I don't have a good explanation for it. In any case, we're running out of time. We can only fish until 7 p.m. to try to catch the rainbow trout. So I'll give it a few more casts and see what we can pull off. Oh man, I let 2 of them get away. But those were just more pike. There's some more rainbow trout, and I managed to get 3 at a time. Huzzah. Okay, 7 p.m. So I managed to catch, how many of them so far? 6 of 10. That is fine. And I wonder how long it takes for our squash juice to finish up. Eventually, like, I don't really need the mushrooms, and they're kind of the only reason the trees are out here. I think eventually I might chop down all the trees over in those parts as well. Do I remember which one I put the squash juice in? We've been here before. And I don't know, sadly, that I do remember. It's got to be one of the bottom right kegs, but was it at the very bottom, or was it the next row up? Do I need any of these fish? Probably not. But I'm just going to stack them all away, and perhaps at some point when we're trying to make money, we'll sell them all at once. Rusty Cog is an artifact that I definitely don't need, so we'll sell that guy. And challenge bait, how much do I have left? I'm down to 1. Remind me how I craft more challenge bait that I'll be able to use again tomorrow. It takes bone fragments and moss. Great. I have lots of moss because I love harvesting it. And I have lots of bone fragments because I've killed many monsters. So we'll grab another 20. That seems like that'll probably be good. Okay, but it looks like some more roe requires my attention. Oh, except for I don't have that much more roe. Sorry, preserve jars require my attention, but I don't have that much more roe to stick in them. Unless some more roe has appeared, let me do a quick waltz around the farm. There is no more roe to be had at the moment, so I'm going to take my chances that the summer squash juice is here. It is, haha! And the pickled cave carrots are here. I expect the raccoons are up all night, and so they won't mind if I bring them what they desire at this late hour. So let's go visit our friends. And I think I spent 3 fairy dust on this. But in return, raccoon bundle complete! I get, oh, Book of Stars. Which one is that? Gain experience in all skills. Okay, we got something to trade at the bookstore the next time that we're headed over there. I'm currently sitting on 0 gold. Do I expect I need gold for anything? I might want to bring, like, more geodes over to Pierre's or something, or Pierre's, over to Clint's or something like that. So, if I organize these fish, I probably have a stack of, like, 7 gold star pikes that I could sell. And that would finance any geode crushing I need to do in the near term. So yeah, I think we'll feel good about that for the moment. And, oh, here's something we can actually do. I can harvest all of these. We now have a big shed, and so I can start moving all these preserve jars into the big shed and open up the farm. There is a terrific idea. This one's already empty. Yeah, most of these are empty. Okay, this is good. I should have been thinking about this already. Exciting times that we live in. And this keg is also done, so it can go somewhere. Okay, any of the ones that are still working on things, we'll leave out. But I think kind of like the usual organization pattern is just kind of like putting them, placing furniture items in this game definitely could use a better interface. it does a little bit too much guessing. And it's like, oh, sure, your mouse cursor's right here right now, but there's not a space available there, so let's just guess where else you wanted to place it. Okay. But basically, kind of like zigzagging, winding around preserve jars until they get around the wall over here. And then we'll just be able to walk down the middle of them and go zoop, 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 and fill them all up with good stuff. Okay, and are any of the kegs... I think all the kegs are currently in kegerating. So that's all fine. But yeah, now each time one of those things comes due, we can just go ahead... Oh, speaking of kegs, there's one that's not in kegerating. Oh, and one other thing I need to do that is very important is to always leave one outside, because it's easy to forget about a bunch of machines that are working while they're indoors inside another building. And so after putting roe and everything inside the kegs, I'll always put one piece of roe or one piece of wine outside. And so when it pops, then all the ones in here should also be ready to go. It'll be easier to see once it's all done. But for now, let's pet the kitty cat. Apparently I already pet the kitty cat. And go to sleep. And then see what this day has in store for us. Some fishing and some farm redecoration, I think, will be the answer. Fortune teller, how's my luck today? Spirits are neutral. Alright, we should be able to get some decent fishing done, I expect. George sent us some stone. That's nice. I just spent a bunch of stone on a structure. So it's nice to get some back. We'll say geodes, even though it's not going to matter. I don't have anything I need to stack in here right now. And yeah, we'll collect some roe on the way down, as well as harvest some crops. But mostly we'll head down to the river. Oh, it's raining, so that's going to change. It says sunny days are when you catch the rainbow trout, and it's raining. So that means I won't be able to catch rainbow trout today. So, okay, change of plans. We won't be doing fishing for this quest today. And so instead... Well, I guess because I just walked over here. Hey, here's another sweet gemberry. Nice. I'll do some harvesting in the greenhouse. And possibly sleep another day. Yeah, it basically won't be until the end of the week until we need to do kind of like a big harvest over at the island again. I do have some more things that I could plant in here, but I don't have seeds to plant in them right now. Well, let's take some of the newly acquired roe. I'd like to sync it all up, though. How many preserve stars do I have left? Still a bunch, and they all come due around the same time. I think I'm going to sit on this row for now and try to get them all synced up so that we can actually have a very nice way to get things going. In which case, I'm going to have more space on the farm once I've moved everything out. And I never have enough row to fill all of my preserve jars. I missed this pepper earlier. So we should work on getting some more fish ponds, ideally. And we could try to find some more profitable fish to throw in there. And so, if I want more fish ponds, do I have the resources? It seems to me I need 5 seaweed. And I might have some seaweed in the fridge because it is used in crafting recipes. I don't see any here. I've got 3 here. I need 5 seaweed in order to build a fish pond. Is there another way to get seaweed? I think you can possibly just find it on the ocean. Let's go down. We haven't done any harvesting in the ocean in a long time. So let's just walk the ocean and see if we stumble across any seaweed or possibly the star that I needed before for another octopus that I've already gone ahead and emptied the pond for now. But I think sometimes you can find seaweed just on the shoals over here. But I don't see any of it today. Wonder if it's also possible to find it on the shores on the island. You can also fish it up, but I don't really want to spend my time fishing just to try to get seaweed. And I don't think you can buy it from Willy, but honestly I haven't checked Willy's shop in a long, long time. So let's pay a visit to an old friend. Hello, Willie. He's got different daily baits that he sells. Flounder bait today. Seaweed is not a thing that I can buy. And I don't think there are other ways to obtain it. So maybe getting more fish ponds is not currently on my list of things that's actually going to happen today. Well then, I think I finished up my productive work for the day again, other than harvesting these diamonds out of the crystallariums. Good job, crystallariums. So once again, we'll call it an early day. I think I'm moving on to actually smelting up some copper bars at this point. I like keeping some ore around because it's used in crafting recipes directly. For example, for various bombs, you use the ores directly rather than the smelted bars. Let's go ahead, save that. Spirits are somewhat annoyed today. But yeah, let's just head down to the river maybe first thing. I'll say better chance of geodes. And I will drink the coffee, but I was actually trying to pick up this and this. Thanks. And I'll pick up any road that we happen to go past. But otherwise, we're just going to head down to the river and try to catch the remainder of the rainbow trout so that we can finish off the only thing we have currently going in the journal that we need to pay attention to. Oh, and speaking of rainbow trout, this weekend is the Trout Derby. And so if we wanted to do more fishing, we could. And just for variety's sake, I'm going to do some fishing from here instead of where I was standing before. I still have the challenge bait attached. And so let's see what we can manage to find today, on a day that is not so lucky, according to our fortune on the television. Not going to go for the treasure chests, because I want to challenge myself to catch the fish. But we got some sunfish there. Rainbow trout have a little bit more fight to them. That could be a rainbow trout. That seems like a sunfish. I have no idea what fish that was, and it completely escaped me. The challenge bait definitely makes the fish more challenging to catch. Like, once they start escaping, they really start escaping. That's probably just a chub, I'm guessing. And I'm not so sure. That was more sunfish. What do we got this time? Possibly more sunfish. That time it was a chub. Well, I'm gonna have plenty of chub by the end of this. Oh, rainbow trout, where are you? I could also make some, rather than the challenge bait, just some bait specific to the fish. This is almost undoubtedly a chub. It was a sunfish. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying to call my fishes, because I'm not doing a very good job of it. Yeah, that might be the more efficient thing to do, actually. Efficient? Efficient. I think I will do that. I can throw some rainbow trout in the fish-specific catchy maker bait thingy, and then we will catch one at a time, but we'll almost certainly get the rainbow trout that we're looking for. So let's switch up our tactics, rather than continue to fail the same way over and over again. And I think that first coffee is worn off, so let's grab another one, because I forgot to drink one yesterday. Doo-doo-doo-doo! So rainbow trout are stacked in the lake chest somewhere. There they are, rainbow trout. Let's throw it in the bait maker. I'm pretty sure it makes bait very quickly. I'm gonna detach this from the bar. Yeah, there we go. Grab 10 rainbow trout bait, and then go try to fish these guys up. And now it should be easy pickings. Alright, rainbow trout. I'm ready to find you. Anytime now. What do we got? It's a fish of some description. It's a rainbow trout. The theory works. And so does the bait. If I were standing a little bit farther to the right, my bobber would be a little bit farther away from that little island on the river, and I'd probably catch the fish a little bit quicker. So I'm going to move where I'm standing momentarily. Rainbow trout! Let's stand over here. And now I think, yeah, they'll bite quicker. The farther you are away from land, the quicker fish bite, although I'm not sure that this one is a rainbow trout. We'll find out. Yeah, that was a pike. Quit eating my rainbow trout bait, you silly pike. I demand the fish that I want. That's another pike, isn't it? I do own a sonar bobber, but I'm happy to catch every fish, even if it's not the one I want. Oh, it was a rainbow trout, and that was a new record. He was just a fighter. Good job, guy. Way to break the mold. He was the rainbow trout that other rainbow trout aspire to be. Alright, we've completed that quest. Aquatic overpopulation. And that was a prize ticket quest. So let's pop over into town and collect our prize. I have absolutely no recollection of what's currently on the prize board. And let's say hi to Haley on the way in. It's so hot today. I agree. It's actually hot here. It's not so hot, but I am sweating a little bit. An iridium sprinkler! Oh boy! Just what I need. Alright, well, we got another iridium sprinkler. The more important thing is we completed the quest and varied our gameplay. What's on Pierre's board today? Need a rainbow trout for a project I'm working on. You know what, Sam? I'm not usually in such a gifty mood, but today, for some reason, I'm willing to fulfill this particular request. Assuming we can find Sam. Sam, are you at home? It's Wednesday. He is not in his room. Sam sometimes goes out to the beach in the summertime, along with Vincent. He sometimes visits Sebastian, but usually Sebastian comes his way, I think, as opposed to vice versa. I can't remember if Sam ever goes up to Joja Mart. But yeah, Sam and Vincent, if they were on the beach, they would be over here. Is there anywhere else? I don't think Sam goes to the library that often. Sometimes he sits over on the bridge with Penny over here. But I don't see them here. Yeah, I don't think Sam is much of a reader, but I will peek in the library since it's not far out of my way right now. And actually, I need to... Okay, a lot of people here, but none of them are Sam. I need to drop off this book near the chest that I leave at the booksellers so that we can trade it in next time we're there. So we'll take a moment to do that. We'll try to see if we can intercept Sam, possibly coming back from Sebastian's. Alright, we've got a few books saved up for the next time the bookseller comes in for trade-ins. And I'm going to take advantage of this shortcut that we've opened. Here's Linus. Hey Linus, have you seen Sam? Yeah, he's that kid with the blonde hair, right? Rides a skateboard sometimes. Got a lot of style, that one. That's Linus's voice today, apparently. Any chance that Sam is here? I think it's unlikely. Sam is not currently here. And just remind me, I do remember what it takes to make a fish pond, right? Yeah, 5 seaweed, 5 green algae. I've got the green algae, but I don't have the seaweed. I could use the super mines to get the seaweed. I think we encountered some in there. We definitely got green algae in there. Like on floor, like, 50 or 60 or something. I forgot, we haven't gone back to the mines since we completed that key quest. But I believe on the bottom floor, I now have the ability to turn on, like, the super monsters in there. And that might give us the ability to get seaweed out of the mines. I'll have to review a video on that, but I do think that is a possibility. Okay, wherever Sam might have been, I choose to imagine he's decided to come back home now. However, my own imagination does not necessarily correspond to reality. Can I think of anywhere else that Sam goes? Well, I couldn't think of places to look for Sam, so I kind of putzed around town uselessly for a bit. Let's see if he is wound up back home by now. The kids are back home after school. Jody's coming back home. Kent is already back home. But Sam is nowhere to be found. Well, it turns out that I cannot sleep in Sam's bed, but while I'm killing time doing this, that's one of the things I just decided to test. And it seems to me we've tried to interact with this toy box, but this toy box has another purpose that we've already fulfilled, involving one of like the silly statues or something. I can sit down over here. Everybody else is here ready for dinner. Sam, however, is a mystery, wrapped in an enigma. Can we get any clues based on the posters he has in the wall? He's got a hot air balloon, which is the symbol of the bookseller. There's Sam. I found him. Where have you been all my life, Sam? Thanks a million. I should have known you'd be the one to take this job. Journal updated. All right. All of that just because I happen to have a rainbow trout already in my inventory and I was feeling generous. And I managed to spend half the day waiting around for Sam. Hi, Leah. I was just thinking about you and your farm. I was imagining how it must feel to harvest a big bunch of crops. Wouldn't it be nice to have help, though? No, I'm good. Alright, back at the farm. Some good things are happening. So let's try to deal with some of this stuff. Okay, so there are some preserved jars here that are ready to be moved into the big shed. So Operation Move the Preserved Jars. It's moving right along. So let's get these guys placed in here according to my master design. Great. Okay. And yeah, I should try to make up some more preserved jars. Well, I don't need more preserved jars right now. What I need is more fish ponds, and I don't have a way to get them. I will be able to make more kegs. And there's probably a lot more kegs than preserved jars already to start as well. The kegs are a bit more out of sync currently, but let's try to harvest any of the kegs that are ready to go with us on a magical journey to a new place. With some care, so that we don't disturb the products that we're producing. Alright, but oops. Okay, the ancient fruit wine does pop out of it, if it is already done, at least. Alright, and so the kegs are basically going to start on the other side. Arbitrarily, I decided to put preserved jars on the right, kegs on the left. But let's do some well-placed clicky clicks to get those guys moving. Okay, and then in another day or two, all the rest of these I think will finish up, and we'll be in great shape in terms of getting all those guys moved, and then we'll get them all repopulated with their corresponding interior items. And then it'll be much easier for us to harvest in the future, and we'll have freed up a bunch of space on the farm for me to not put fish ponds. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the extra space in the farm, but it will look less cluttered if nothing else. So we're going to call that a win. That's what I've chosen to say. Man, these copper bars smelt in like no time flat. Okay, I do have over 100 of them right now, so I think we're in good shape. I guess I'll switch back to some iron bars. Iron ore is the thing I tend to have the least of, because I turn it into bombs most frequently. Okay, but that was a good day. We got another quest done. And I can put away the fishing rod again, which is also good stuff. I'm going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Stardew Valley, where we're changing up our rhythm in order to make money faster in terms of Brian's time as opposed to in-game time. For now, bye-bye. During the night, Zenny gave birth to a baby goat named Presita. Prechi. I apparently clicked the random. I don't like Prechi. Brinio? Chuna. Chuna is the name of the new baby goat. Have a great day, everybody.